This is the Low Key Podcast. I do not own the rights to the music that's being played in future podcasts or past podcasts. This is the Low Key Podcast, episode 42, Fatal Review.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, hey, honey. You remember Detective Quinlan, right?
Am I interrupting something? Any news regarding the case?
No, I just see a place in the light of day. Maybe find something we might have missed the first time. You know, what you see in the night isn't always what you see in the day. Sorry, I need to go. I have a house to show down at the beach. All right. Well, I think that I'm done here. Unless there's anything you remember that you want to share with us.
No, I think when I saw you here, I thought you had already caught the guy.
No, but we'll catch him.
You sure about that?
What's going on? You now tuned into the Low Key Podcast. This is episode 42, Fatal Review. I'm going to be getting into the current movie that recently came out, Fatal. This is directed by Deon Taylor. And if you know anything about Deon Taylor, well, as far as his formula of movies, he did Black and Blue, which was the cop movie with Tyrese. He did also the other movie, which also starred Michael Ealy and Megan Good, which was The Intruder. And if you know anything or have seen those two movies, especially The Intruder, I think you know what you're going to get with this formula of movie as far as Fatal. I'm not saying I'm the biggest fan of Deon Taylor. I'm going to be honest. I ain't been the hugest fan of his. Excuse me. I had a good cough in me. But like I was saying, I'm not the biggest fan of Deon Taylor's movies. I didn't really like Black and Blue. I didn't even watch The Intruder. And I think he did Meet the Blacks. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of his formula of movies or what he does, but I do want to talk about this one. And this one is still in that realm of his formula, you know, with everything that's going on with the whole plot or whatnot. But I do want to give this film some credit for kind of some of the twists and turns it takes. And this is a non-spoiler review. I'm not going to spoil anything about the movie. So I'm just going to get into some of the characters. Our main character is Michael Ealy, who's playing Derek Taylor. You have his best friend, which is Ralph Grimes, which is played by Mike Colter. If you know who Mike Colter is, he played Luke Cage. You have his cousin, which is played by Tyron Turner. And shout out Tyron Turner. Ain't seen him in a long time. That's Kane from Menace to Society. And of course, you have the phenomenal Hilary Swank, which is playing a detective called Val. I'm going to just say Val. Detective Val. And if you know anything about Hilary Swank, this is a Academy Award winning, Oscar winning actor. She done a hell of a job. She in one of my favorite movies, which is Freedom Writers and $1 Million Baby. I think she's in a phenomenal movie. It ain't one of my favorites because I just don't like how that movie goes, but she's in a phenomenal movie called Boys Don't Cry. If you ain't checked those movies out, you definitely need to check them out. But shout out to this cast, man. I think this is a pretty good, decent cast too, and shout out for Deon Taylor for, man, you know what I'm saying, but keeping, you know what I'm saying, a lot of these black faces, you know what I'm saying, in movies, because we have a lot of movies, you know, these days, and, you know, a lot of actors, black actors, especially a guy like Tyron Turner who played Kane, you ain't seen him in a long time, and that's like what Tyler Perry was doing with, like, a lot of black actors that you hadn't seen in a long time. He put a lot of these guys back in the movie, so shout out Deon Taylor and what he did with Tyron Turner, because I hadn't seen him in a long time, man, and I know he still is a pretty decent actor or whatnot. As far as how he is in this movie, I mean, you know, he's pretty straight. I'm just saying, this is my honest opinion with this movie, but as far as the plot goes, I mean, I'm not spoiling anything. Like I said, if you've seen the trailer, Michael Ealy's character, Derek, he goes out of town. I mean, he's having some things going on with his own marriage. I'm not going to give too many things away, but he has some things going on, and he just feeling some type of way, basically. But he goes to Vegas with his best friend, which is Mike Coulter, who is playing Rife Grimes. So Derek and Rife Grimes go to Vegas or whatnot. Derek is a sports agent. He represents NBA players and whatnot. So he has his own sporting agency. And him and his friend, they basically built up this sporting agency, black owned, by the way. And basically they go to Vegas or whatnot just to clear their heads or whatnot, I guess, go on vacation or whatnot. And Derek comes across Val, who is played by Hilary Swank. And they get to talking or whatnot, and one thing leads to another, and they end up, you know what I'm saying, sleeping together. And like I said, this is in the trailer, so you know these things. But going throughout, Derek and Val sleep together or whatnot, and Derek goes back home or whatnot, and an incident happens where somebody breaks into his home. And what happens is, out of nowhere, the cop or detective that's investigating the whole thing with Derek's home being invaded is the same cop that he slept with. You know what I'm saying? And if you heard what I said in the beginning, and if you watch the trailer, Derek is married. And he had basically had an affair in Vegas with the cop that's investigating who broke in his house. So a lot of things go on and happen. Like I said, I'm not going to give anything away, but a lot of things start to unravel and tangle up. And you've seen somewhat these kind of movies, but like I said, there's a couple twists in here, and that's what I want to give credit due with the directors, Deon Taylor. So yeah, but like I said, you've seen if you've seen Fatal Attraction, which is Michael Douglas. You've seen, what's the other ones? You know, we just seen recently with Nia Long and Omar Epps, and the one that came on Netflix. I don't know the name of it, but you know what I'm talking about. Like I said, you've seen these realm of movies, and as far as the whole having an affair, you know, you might have this crazy person, this and another, but I have to be honest, going into this, like I said, it was a little bit of twists and turns, and I was like, okay, y'all not going to go in this direction, or y'all might not go in this direction. I'm not going to get nothing away, but like I said, it kind of give you like a fresh spin, I could say. So yeah, I think you should check this out just for that fresh spin. And I give credit to Hilary Swank as far as acting goes. I think she kind of was over the top a little bit in a couple of scenes. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hilary Swank, like I said, is an Oscar-winning actor. And Michael Ealy, I mean, I feel like Michael Ealy has kind of been in this same realm of acting. Like I said, The Intruder was one of those other movies where he was in with Megan Good, where you had this crazy dude. Like I said, I ain't watched it, but I seen the trailer. And it just feel like Michael Ealy's kind of been in this same realm of roles that he's playing. And I wish he kind of get back out to doing, you know, like the barbershop roles, or even like what he did with the, if you haven't seen the show, but this show called is it called The Following? He did really good in that. But as far as, like I said, just the whole plot goes, it's not really, if you watch movies, like I watch movies, I ain't gonna say it's giving nothing away, but it has a lot of, it has something that I really didn't enjoy, which was basically saying, it's a twist, it's a twist, it's a twist. I didn't like that. Like, I get it. You got something that's coming. We gonna see something that's coming. Okay, I get it. But when the little twist, I would say, happened, because it's an early on twist, and then it's like, okay, something else is like must be coming then, okay? So yeah, that's why I kind of give it credit for, but it was kind of on the nose with something is coming. There's a twist, there's a twist. Like I didn't want that. Like, don't tell me something is coming. Like, I want to be surprised. Like, keep us on the edge, because when you're watching this and you see how people facial expressions are. But as far as, like I said, with the plot and everything they have going on, I'm not going to say it's a dead giveaway or anything like that. That's why I say it has a lot of decent twists and turns that'll keep you kind of on the edge and trying to see what's going to happen. As far as the acting, like I said, you just got to let it do what it do, man. You just got to let it roll, man, as far as the acting. Another shout out I want to give to Deon Taylor is Jeffrey Owens. If you know anything about Jeffrey Owens, he has him in this movie. It's not a real big role, but it's a little role as far as a lawyer. Jeffrey Owens was the guy that somebody took a picture of him working in the grocery store. I didn't even know too much history on Jeffrey Owens, but I just know he was an actor. But he was an actor before he was working in the grocery store. But he had been working in the grocery store and whatnot, and somebody tried to be funny and take a picture of him. And when people had seen that picture and they knew who he was, he started getting all type of roles, and he's been in everything. And I mean, Power, regular on Power, to other movies, to leading even into this. So shout out to Deion Taylor for putting him in this too, man. It's a lot of black faces, like I said, you see in this movie that you recognize, and I think that's a decent thing he did. But like I said, as far as the whole movie go and whatnot, it does decent on what it's trying to do and the story it's trying to tell. Like I said, you've seen this story before as far as the way it starts out, but that's what I'm saying as far as how it tries to throw you on the edge or try to throw you off as far as what you think is going to happen. And that's kind of what the decent part is of the movie. But as far as the execution, yeah, they probably going to have to work on that, or could have worked on that more. The execution part, that's it. But like I said, acting wise, you gotta just roll with it as far as how the movie is. But as far as you trying to figure out what's going on and this and the third, I think it'll kind of keep you guessing or whatnot. Like I said, if you watch movies like I do, you're probably gonna somewhat figure out what's going on or whatnot. But it did throw me off a couple of times because, well, I was in here saying this and the third was this going on, and I was saying this character's going to do this, but it ended up throwing the left hook. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I actually enjoyed them doing it. So with them doing that and trying to throw that little edge in there with it, I feel like it can give you a good movie going experience. And as far as likable characters, I mean, like I said, that's kind of the part of the movie. It's like you kind of, it's my opinion, man. This is my opinion. But I mean, you kind of just ain't feeling none of these characters. You don't care if somebody go to jail. You don't care, kind of. Like, I ain't gonna lie, with our main character, Derek, I mean, it's kind of like you're not giving us a reason to be like, yeah, man, I kind of feel where you coming from, bro. But it's like, all right, man. I'm just saying, man, I'm being honest. Like I said, this is my opinion. I'm just trying to give some kind of input to how you should feel about these characters, because we want to care about some of these characters. You know what I'm saying? You want to feel what these characters are going through, so you can be put in that place. So then you can be like, okay, let's see what's going on. Let's see if I can put myself in these characters so I can put my state of mind and go through what they're going through. So you can feel what they're going through, so that you can be more involved with the movie. And that's kind of what I was wanting from this movie. Did I get it? No. But it still didn't stop me from enjoying what I was watching. And that's the thing. Will I watch it again? Nah. Because, I mean, I don't need to. Like I said, just trying to get no twists and turns was kind of what kept me involved. Because I was like, okay, I want to see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going on. So that kind of what kept me involved. Even though I was still, like, just lackluster and, like, caring. Because I didn't care too much about the characters. And that's what kind of just kept me going was, like I said, the twists and turns. So with all that being said, like I said, I'm not going to give too much of what's going on with the story away, because there's some more stuff going on with the story. And it kind of give you an input on why certain characters do what they do. It kind of give you an input on why certain characters act the way they act. And it kind of give you an input on why certain characters move the way they move. And I got to be like, the way certain characters try to do or involved in certain situations, it's sometimes not even a what I should say, like a outcome, because one character does he commits a straight up crime, like he does something, and I mean he or she, you know what I'm saying, this person does something, and it's like, okay, what's the repercussions coming from that? And you like, damn, hold up. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you if there's an answer coming out, but it's kind of those plot points in the story that kind of throws you off, like, oh, man, come on. Y'all could have done way better with that. And that's kind of the situation that comes with what I was saying earlier about caring about some of the characters or whatnot, and just wanted to get some of that feeling of saying, okay, I'm involved now because I got to see what's going on with this character. I got to see what's going to happen next. So just those type of angles, it kind of just like have you sitting back like, all right. Because, man, it's like, give me more. I need more from this character. I need to get more invested and more involved. And then, like, I see what y'all doing with the plot, and I see what y'all trying to do with both of these characters, but it's like, I mean, I'm supposed to care about one of them, right? because I know one of them is doing this and the third, but I'm like, am I supposed to care about this person or not? Because I still don't. And I hope somebody else, I'm going to watch some more reviews and I wonder if somebody else felt that same way. Because I'm telling you, watch the movie, you'll be like, all right, man, I kind of see where he coming from, but what is she going to do? Or what is he going to do? You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, you just trying, if you watch Deion Taylor's movies, like I said, The Intruder, a movie like that, you kind of see where not only the acting, but kind of that plot points and what they're doing and whatnot. But like I said, it is twists and turns in this. I haven't seen The Intruder. I don't know if it's some twists or turns in The Intruder, but in this, it is kind of some twists and turns. So that's why I said I don't want to get too much of the plot away. I feel like if you go in and try to see what's up, because if you've seen that trailer, then like I said, the stuff I talked about, the stuff I mentioned is mostly in that trailer. And that's not giving anything away. But if you want to go on this with kind of a fresh take, I say, yeah, don't watch the trailer. But I don't feel like the trailer gives nothing away. I'm going to say that the trailer gives absolutely nothing away. And that was a good job on what they did with the trailer. But as far as everything that goes on with the whole plot and the execution, they could have done a lot better and they could have done a lot more. They could have done a lot more. And there was so many, I feel like it was a couple plot holes in there where you didn't get the answers that you were looking for. And you're like, okay, what's going on? So I feel like they did a lot with that too. And not finishing certain trying to finish up a story or whatnot. And you could kind of see where it kind of was getting to a rushing point too. Like, all right, we got to finish this up. We got to get it going now. That's it. And I'm like, all right. And it's one part, it's kind of that, oh my gosh, man, this ain't even about just these type of movies. This is a cliche, and I think like a slasher movie, like you know, it's like them type of movies where you get to that end point and there's something happening and you're like, okay, here we go. You know what's about to come. And when you get to the end of the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm not giving nothing away, but you will know what I'm talking about. But I just wanted to give my opinion and my review on the new movie directed by Deion Taylor, which is called Fatale, starring Michael Ealy and Hilary Swank. I think you should just, like I said, check it out for not only seeing some of these classic actors that we haven't seen in a long time, like my man Kane from Menace to Society, but like I said, it has a couple twists and turns on a story that's been told a couple times. And like I said, just the twists and turns they kind of do with this story, it kind of have a fresh take on it. And I think that's why you should go check it out. But this is the Low Key Podcast, episode 42. Oh, my bad. This is the Low Key Podcast, episode 42, Fatal Review. Thank y'all for tuning in and listening. We out.
Go after something unless I know I can get it.